Hello, Thirtless. Gonna do a little bit of an experiment here because I don't think some people grasp my issue with Cecil's trigger on his pew pew.
Sorry, it's where you went. Pew, pew.
His pew pew. Now, obviously, these are crossbows, okay? So the triggers are very different to how a firearm would work, you know? These are gated triggers, they're proper, triggers, not just like a lift the string over sort of thing. And this one is like literally £2, like a littlest touch, and it will buff. And I think the Vlad's three and a half, something like that. And these things fire out about 200 mile an hour. These arrows go. Okay, so yeah, no, not a toy. However, what is a toy is this thing here. As cute as it is. Now, make no mistake, it's still going to do you some damage if you shot it at your head or something silly, but it ain't going to kill you like, well, the adder or something. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because Cecil's Sky, SCCY, CPX2, CPX1 is pretty much the same thing, just a few little differences and features, but not much, pretty much the same gun. The trigger on it is a whopping £10, or 9.8 if we're going to get pedantic. And that is a lot. Now this thing, this crossbow is £150 if you like. Even it says 130 on it, but actually it's more close to 150 as in properly been measured. And the Vlad is 90 or 60, depending if you're using a trainer limb or not. But this little toy is £10 in draw weight, which means you need to put in £10 worth of strength to cock it, okay? Now, obviously, this isn't going to be a perfect test because how you hold a firearm, a pistol, compared to this, where you're pulling. I'm doing it one-handed, but I'm going to. You interested there, Cecil? Called you Cecil then? Sorry, I mean to insult you. You have to cock this, you have to pull this back and £10 worth of pressure. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it to Mrs. Magnitude in a sec. Yeah, see if you can cock this little £10 toy, okay? And it'll give you an idea of how hard Cecil's trigger is. The other issue with the trigger is, okay, so it's £10, you get used to it, you get your muscle built up. It's semi-automatic, his gun, which means every time you pull the trigger, you can shoot. Bang, bang, bang. These crossbows are a bit more better than the old school crossbow where you had to load it, cock it, shoot, and one shot at a time. These have got magazines. Look, I've got 5 in here, 8 in this one. All you got to do is like, you ever seen a lever action, a lever action rifle? Like, fire, fire. So, that's how these work, right? But on a semi-auto, as quick as you can pull the trigger, once you've cocked it, obviously, with a slider at the top or whatever method, it will shoot, but not with Cecil's one, okay? You can't shoot it and then let out and shoot again. You have to do that. If you do that, what happens is the trigger goes into safety mode, and it's uber light. When you put the safety on the gun, or on a CPX1 anyway, I don't like the CPX2, I might not even have a safety, it goes limp. Like, the trigger's like ultra light, nothing happens. So just imagine your life is dependent on this, and you shoot and you miss, and you ease it out to take another shot, and it's nothing there. You got to let it out and do it again. And also, same once you got the safety on and take off the safety on the CPX, you have to do one pull, and it's limp. Otherwise, you're going to put nothing up. Yeah, it's a really shite. But anyway, the main issue, like I said, or the main complaint, is how heavy it is. So let's go to Mrs. Magnitude, see if she can cock this little £10 toy. It's harder than you think. And obviously, I know, like I said, it's not a perfect test, like I said, because, you hold a gun a bit different to how you would cock this. But let's just see how she does, £10.
Oh, this will be humiliating.
Okay, so.
Don't film me.
I'm not filming you, just look, she's wearing my.
No, don't, because it's dirty. I just go. Oh. The dog and the cat have been pissing about with me.
Okay, go on. Right, so, do you know what you're doing with it?
Not particularly.
Right, so, see this bit here? Pull this, make sure it's up, like that bit. So it's, hang on. Why is that not? That's it. Right, see that bit there? This
yeah, okay.
Use your thumb and pull it all the way back to, or whatever, or anything, 2 hands, whatever, to you cock it all the way back.
Okay, then.
All right.
Fuck off. Missy's not about before you say I'm swearing in front of my daughter. I'm not. She's upstairs.
It's not the swearing I have issue with, Cecil.
Well, no, I'm just for the
It's what he
for the
talks
fam.
about. Like, you don't need to hear that. Like, about people
She's upstairs with her friend.
struggling.
Yeah. Whatever. Does it just lock? When
yeah,
I
yeah,
get
look,
there.
when you get your lock, yeah.
Damn.
You want me to do it?
Oh, I'm get out.
Okay, let me just make sure if that front bit's locked or so it won't work.
I don't want to shoot you, Mike.
You're not going to shoot, there's nothing loaded on it, darling.
Okay.
Right, there you go. Off you go again, make sure it's... There you go. You're so close. But imagine trying to shoot a gun. Obviously, it's not quite the same position. You're very close, but not.
I just...
Oh,
Yay!
hey! But how much effort was that to do
Well,
that?
look, I've hurt my thumb. There's a line in my thumb.
You're going to get that with that trigger. If it's... Well, it's 9.8. It's a bit less. This is 10.
Was I terribly bad?
No, that was quite good. That was quite good. So, yeah.
You didn't put me on there, did you?
No, just your
When I put
hands.
dirty top on, it was because
Don't.
I was pissing
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, I like the way that my merchandise is used as pretty much ragware.
It is ragware. It's ragware because I was messing about with the animals, having a...
But yeah, that is the problem with the Sky CPX pistol anyway, is the trigger. It's got the issues, like I said, about, I told you, you can't just ease out to take another shot. You've got to click it out or else it won't work, be wobbly. So yeah. And obviously £10 is a lot of weight, and if, you have a firearm to defend yourself, especially in America.
Strong, out of interest.
Why? It's just the design of the gun. It's also, I'm not going to go into it, but it's also hammer fire as well. There's a hammer at the back that basically hits the firing pin.
How would I fire a gun if I were...
Well, you'd buy one that has a lot less trigger weight,
Okay.
That's all. You can get all sorts of decent guns that have a nice easy slide rack at the top.
Sorry to interrupt people.
Or you could, you can have one that it's like a car bonnet. It lifts up and you can load the bullet to get it started. Things like that. There's all sorts of options out there. It's just, Cecil bought the entry level model. Anyway, excuse the jump cut there. Yeah, I'll just have to turn up my door quickly. Let's keep them off film, Cecil, if possible, unless they want to be on film, so to say. But yeah, that's the issue anyway. Just a quick little demonstration. £10. Like I said, it's not a perfect test because obviously you hold it differently. But you get the gist, how heavy that is. That's heavy, By the way, Cecil, if you're going to take this lad, why are you telling as well? Xandra's boyfriend. Why are you telling everybody about her relationship? Some things...
Well, may I just poke my nose in?
Go on.
They're 13, they're babies. I know teens have sex. In this country, in the UK, unfortunately, there are incidences of pregnancies at
Oh, my sister is
14,
15, yeah.
But on the whole, they're children, Some are more mature than others, but still children.
But Shredder's...
still not able to make decisions about the sex. And that is why there is a thing, an age limit.
Yeah.
And whatever the preferences of this child...
Yeah, because
that is
you're
dating
you're talking about...
Don't cut me off. The child that is dating your daughter, children that age have crushes, but it goes no further. Excuse the dog and the cat playing. The fact that remains, you are asking a 13-year-old boy about his sexual preferences. The poor kid probably is like mortified. How dare you? I have an adult son who's now living in a a couple of hours away from me with his girlfriend. Do you really think that I have gone to his girlfriend and gone, Violet, do you like sex? Blah, blah, blah. No, I wouldn't, because it's none of my fucking business.
Right.
So to ask children such intimate questions, you really... Two things, you don't help yourself under the situation, and it is a disgrace to even think about what the sex preferences of your daughter and the bloke.
Well, to broadcast on the internet as well.
And then to broadcast it on
Broadcasting it. But Shredder has a point as well, Cecil. It isn't your decision to take the lad firearm shooting, so to say. It's the mum, it's the parent's choice. You got ask a parents, get parents' permission. And secondly, a child pulling £10 trigger, Yeah, that ain't gonna go wrong because he's gonna put under what the hell's going on, and he's gonna point it at you, going, "There's something wrong here," because he's gonna have inexperience. You know, this could go terribly, terribly wrong. Not necessarily for him, but you even. You may even be killed by accident. You know,
It's frightening.
you're not a firearms instructor or anything, or like qualified up. I wouldn't do that myself. Teaching a kid with a firearm. I don't even like teaching Missy with a crossbow, really. But yeah, just.
I didn't know you have done that.
Yeah, I've taught her. I've taught her how to shoot. She can't cock it. She ain't got the strength, obviously. But yeah, regardless, anyway, But yeah, £10 trigger for a kid, it's gonna be disastrous, because he's gonna not know why it ain't pulling, because he ain't gonna have the finger strength, and then he's gonna turn it on you by accident or what. It's just a scenario playing out in my head. But stop broadcasting your daughter's stuff about her dating or whatever else.
Menstruation.
Yeah,
everything else.
Stop
Dude,
it.
It's really wrong for her sake.
She doesn't even like being on camera.
I don't actually like being on your case all the time. I don't like what you do, and that is why I get involved. But I have to say, these things are personal to her, and it's going to have a really bad effect on her mental health.
No.
And you're in the car talking about the fact that you're a pedo.
Or not,
okay.
trying to give the most
flim. He's confessed.
Yeah, I know, but he's put the flimsiest of excuses.
I
lied, guys. I was just trolling you.
With a young girl who is his daughter. Can you imagine if Missy had to hear that?
Yes, it's not about the fact that you're swearing in front of her, like she hadn't heard fucking swear words before. Yeah, it's not that, Cecil. It's the fact that you're her dad, man. She don't want to hear all this shit.
She loves you.
And you're blaming, and you go, well, it's your guys' fault because you don't ever take responsibility.
It's not our fault.
Just shut up.
You put it up there what you are. You put it up there. Nobody else. And you are now inflicting this on your beautiful young daughter, and it's not fair on her, dude. It's not.
That's it, really. That's all we want to say on that. But yeah, a little experiment, and something I missed out on the previous video for Cecil as well. Just stop, Cecil. Stop putting your daughter on the fucking camera unless she wants to.
And she doesn't want to hear all about how everyone knows what you are.
Yeah, and and just stop telling her stuff as well. Like she's told, right? One person said to him, "Why don't you take that gun and shoot yourself or whatever?" Blow her up. And he told her.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah. Does she really want to know that people think he should kill himself or whatever?
Oh, come on.
Come on, man.
Please.
Just unreal.
Aww.
Unreal. And this is why people treat him like a child. Anyway, I'm done.